Hello, just before the video begins, I forgot to say that this key was provided by the developers. I forgot to say it when I recorded the footage, like a couple of weeks ago, hence why my hair looks different. Okay, enjoy! What's going on, everyone? It's me, Alex the Rambler, and today you join me with Total War Troy. I am very excited to be able to show you the first few turns of a Menelaus campaign. This will be the first time that content creators have been able to show off anything apart from the battle footage from like a month or so ago. I chose not to release any footage of that because I didn't think I could make an interesting video from a battle, really. But with a campaign, well, that gives me a lot more flexibility. I'm not very flexible IRL, but I can be when it comes to videos. So, of course, the usual, comment, like, and subscribe if you would potentially like to see more Total War Troy in future. I am quite excited to play this. It's been actually a good 15, 16 years since I really kind of delved into any kind of Greek mythology, etc., etc. I probably should reread the Odyssey and the Iliad at some point and refresh my knowledge, but today I'm just a normal Total War player. So I guess this will almost continue my Total War series of Total War in 2020. Is it any good? I've only covered Empire and Napoleon so far, and this one is unreleased, so it might be quite a fun one to experience together. I haven't been too fussed about the announcement of Total War Troy being announced as an Epic game exclusive for the first year. I'm not really that fussed where I get my games from nowadays, especially as for consumers you get this for free in the first 24 hours of release, I believe. So to me, it's not much of a huge deal. I do remember being slightly annoyed when it was announced that Empire Total War was going to be released on Steam and you had to make a Steam account, etc., etc. That was like, what, back in 2009. Before that, you just installed it straight to your desktop, and any patches you had to download manually from the website and reinstall the patches, etc. So, you know, it's like, no one likes change. I certainly don't, but I'm not going to focus on that too much for this video. I kind of just want to experience the campaign as Menelaus and see how we get on. So as we can see here, glorious Menelaus, King of Sparta, was the youngest sibling of Agamemnon and husband to Helen. When Paris seduced his wife and fled with her to Troy, Menelaus joined his brother's alliance and crossed the Aegean Sea, consumed by revenge. So we have the son of Atreus and Elop, which gives us +6 melee defense to all units and +4 influence over a province in this region. We also have unique faction units of light spear runners, axe champions, and heroic axe warriors. I should also say this is a preview build, so expect to see bugs, potentially. Now, we can't actually get access to archer skirmishers or archer tricksters, which kind of makes sense because that's not really how you'd envisage a Spartan playstyle. But we can get all of the defenders, the fighters, and the warlords. I should also say I'm not going to shy away from giving what I think would be fair criticism, but I do have to bear in mind this is a preview build. There will be lots of various balance changes, I would imagine, when it releases later on this year. But I guess we'll just have to take Helen back. Now this is quite fun. With our faction benefits, having a defensive or military ally allows you to create units from their roster. A call to arms can be recruited regardless of where your army is, and units do take more turns. And we have Spartan colonies which instantly colonize a raised settlement within your line of sight without sending in any army. That could be quite a nice bonus. Anyway, I'm digressing too much. Let's take her back. Nice cup of tea.
Hear me, spear-famed Menelaus. Brazen Prince Paris of Troy has dared to steal your wife.
How very
Paris
dare he?
of Troy must pay!
That's exactly what I was going to say. So one thing I have been noticing is the various resources you now have access to. Each one will be able to produce and help build different things, which is a bit of a change from previous Total Wars. Usually you just need money. Money gets you everything. Apparently gold doesn't anymore. What's that about? But no, it's quite a nice addition having to manage your various resources. The campaign map does look rather pleasant. And this is kind of a mainstay of Total Wars. I think pretty much has been for a long time. You pretty much have like a rebellious army to go and kill straight from the off as a bit of a tutorial mission. But yeah, the campaign map does look really quite gorgeous. It's Total War always does a fantastic job at making a campaign map really nice and atmospheric. And I do really like this hidden art style. Well, not the bits that you can't see, the way it's kind of done in a portrait. Like it is a gorgeous looking campaign map from what I've seen so far. And you can zoom all the way out so you can actually see like the whole freaking map. So if you zoom out at a certain point, then you can start switching it over to like your ownership, diplomatic status, growth and influence, etc, etc. And then if you keep zooming out, then eventually you'll see the whole map. So, as Sparta, I'll just show you one of the mechanics that you can do as Menelaus. You can just colonize immediately, and we have all the resources to do that. So I will spend it all. Bish bash bosh, we've colonized it. But then we need to actually, I guess, run it from then. So as with more recent Total War games, your character will have different bits of equipment that you can equip. So we have, unique to Menelaus, his shield. Plus 12% to morale of all units in his army. That's great. Yeah. And I imagine you'll pick up other equipment and followers as you go along. He's even got his own belt. Nice. Royal decrees. That's essentially your research. We all know what research is in Total Wars by now. Oh, and if you're still with me, by the way, in this preview build, you can only play the first 40 turns. But let's go and take down the rebels. We should be able to take them down. Oh, look, going for a jog. Okay, no god is on our side. No problemo. We'll just go, hopefully, kick his buttocks. Alrighty, let us begin the battle. Let's see what our units look like. We've got I think these are pretty basic units to begin with. We have some Laconian axemen, some light spear runners, some Achaean slingers, and then we just got a couple of units of militia. Pitiful little band who will probably perish really quite soon, won't you? The AI has done a good job by setting up shop at the top of the hill. It's over. They have the high ground. That's not what Menelaus would say. Oh, look at that. He's quicker than his compatriots. Pretty fit for an old guy. Oldish. Okay, what are we up against? In terms of the Sparta units, they've got some slingers, spearmen, skirmishers, a light swordsman, and some Laconian militia. It should be okay. Although knowing me, it is a possibility to lose the first battle. Wow, yeah, the axemen are definitely a lot slower. But then I guess these are like our heavy hitters. Oh wow, the range of these spear runners is it's quite a lot, really. Crumbs. I was not expecting that. Wow. Oh my. Giddly go. That seems a bit OP. I'm pretty sure they won't have that much ammo though. So then we'll just... Collision didn't seem too great there. Bit of a mess. Okay, let's send in Menelaus. I have my axemen here too. So I'm going to send my axemen around the flank. Like any good tactician, I'm sure you'd agree. Now, when I was playing this yesterday, it did seem like units would rout, then come back, then rout, then come back, then rout, then come back, then rout a lot. It was a bit annoying. Like, it is a very good looking Total War game. You can't really deny that. Okay, they're in a duel. We've got them to go in a duel. Okay, this is where the fun begins. It's actually really nice seeing the clashes hit the shields and the units react to that. The sounds of the shields like clinging off each other then were really nice too. Yeah, the ringing sounds are really nice. Oh, a unit's running. I would prefer it if they would flash like white so you can see. Like if there's a big battle of like what 40 units, just seeing them running and your units chasing after them is not going to be that helpful. This duel is going on for quite some time, eh?
Victory is close enough to taste.
Okay, yeah, you can see, I think the white is morale. It is morale. White is the morale, and our morale is a lot higher than our opponent's. Our health is pretty similar, actually. In fact, his health is a bit higher. And we've won. Okay, I'm just going to take on the troops to help increase our replenishment.
Very good.
And we win! Ah! So if we look at our diplomatic status, we are at war. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to try and, like, sail down here and occupy Cytheria. Should be alright for a giggle. Hey, Menelaus? Hey! And Menelaus has an unassigned skill point, so I could either go for the Dread of Ares or the Assault and Battery. I think I'll just go for the Dread of Ares. Not very much. Okay, getting a lot of missions. That's all fine. Oh, you can either go for a Homeric victory or a total war victory. Very nice. Let's see. How will people get on with me? Let's talk to my brother, shall we? Oh, brother. This is just my preference, but I prefer a list rather than icons that you have to go over. Bartering seems quite nice. We already have a military alliance, don't we? A defensive alliance. Oh, I think defensive is better than a military on this occasion. Oh, Odysseus, how are you doing, sir? What could we do? They would prefer... Yeah, they don't really want anything. Well, fine. Here are the various building trees you can go under. You've got the special military administration and temples. It's not really much I can afford at the moment, apart from some stone houses, which gives me 40 growth to the province. But I think the growth is okay for this province right now. They aren't very happy, though. So if I built them a happiness building, would you like that? Like me, please. Ah, a vineyard. Okay, give them booze. Okay, we have a population surplus over in Sparta, so I guess I could construct another building. Stone miner's tent to get some extra stone. So I do just need to control this island in order to gain control of the province overall. We're going to get these other couple of units and then probably march. We completed this mission, bish bash bosh. We've constructed any building, bish bash bosh. We do have a few... Upgrade any settlement building, a thirst for conquest, and issue a rule, which we're researching at the moment. Oh, the map burns away as it gets revealed. That's cool. We're in our little ship. Could I actually just sail across and just try and invade Sparta already? That would be... Troy already. That would probably be a bad idea. Or would it? We have disembarked, and we are close to besieging. Oh, they're sallying out. Oh, sugar. They have a lot of spearmen, young spears, militia. So we are outnumbered. I might have to come back when I have more units. Oh, we could get shielded clubmen. Oh, that's right. We can get units from everywhere. And some chariots too. Oh, baby. I forgot about the call to arms. Oh, hello, Diomedes. You would like a single barter, some bronze, and you want military access. I say yay. Nice to do business with you, sir. Oh, Diomedes would now like a military alliance. Sure. You've persuaded me, Diomedes. So, admittedly, I appear to be going through this game very slowly. It's not really something that I'd want to speed run. It certainly feels like an experience that you should take your time with. Okay, we now have 17 units. They still only have 12, so I think we're just going to go for it now. So what I'm hoping, they might sally out, and then we can just wreck them. Okay, so they are indeed coming out to try and take me on. They do have a lot of spearmen. That's what I am a little bit afraid of. My chariots are probably kind of nerfed against them. I do have some shielded spearmen now, though. We'll give it a go. I'd have to rush to the middle in order to get any kind of tactical advantage here. I could protect one of my flanks by going in the forest here. I kind of want to take a look at my shielded spearmen. What do these sexy boys look like? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If I stick most of my units in the woods, they might get some buffs here. I think these bushes might make it too difficult to see what's going on. So I might just rush up and try and take the high ground. Then it's over. Yeah, let's risk it for a biscuit. Okay, what do the chariots look like? Ancient! They look ancient. I don't usually pause during battles, but where this is quite a precarious situation already, I'm going to have to do that. Okay, they're ignoring my chariots. More for them. Getting the high ground hasn't worked entirely. We're going to have them kind of coming down at us, I think. Unless they're going, ah yes, they're trying to go around. Okay, off I trundle. And now they're going to hit my shielded spearmen. Okay, if they want to run into my spears, that's great. We've got strong units to hold the line. And now our chariots can come round their flank and just hope our line holds. I probably would have been better staying in a really defensive position. Many regrets. Many regrets. I think our shielded spearmen are going to be very good at holding the line. The game is very atmospheric. The engagement, the long lines of troops is what Total War's all about, really, isn't it? And did my chariots just charge when I didn't want them to? Yes. Oh, boy. No. Go after the skirmishers, please. Okay, this is still a feature. Great. And it appears, yep, getting our chariots in amongst them has caused absolute chaos. Keep pursuing them, please. Thank you. Okay, let's see what the charges of a chariot does. Oh my god! That is impactful. Holy moly. Oh my... It's... that has destroyed those young spears' formation. Oh, that was nice. Okay. But now they're getting stuck in battle. And you don't want that. But that's caused their entire flank to rout here. Oh, baby. That was insane. Over here, things aren't going so hot. We do need more units to come and assist Menelaus. Menelaus is holding his own. Oh, stop losing heart and just fight harder. Okay, if we can break this flank, we'll just be able to roll into the rest of their units. There we go. Okay. Yep. These chariots. Oh my god, they're great. The shielded spearmen can just hold the line for so long. Like, heavy infantry are key, I think, for fighting like defensive battles and allowing your chariots to kind of warp around. But as you can see what I mean. They rout and then come back, rout and then come back, rout and then come back, which I guess can be a little annoying. Okay. Brilliant. I will chase them down. With my chariots, at least. We'll have a little bit of fun there. Keep pursuing, please. Destroy them all. Destroy them all. The shielded spearmen performed very nicely. Very nicely indeed. I will replenish my troops. Great. We did lose one unit completely, but they lost a lot more. Ah. Our temples and rituals have pleased the gods. Good. Oh, there is a little settlement. I think we'll play it. Might as well. Take a little settlement battle. We're going to win, obviously. We can't lose. Okay, yeah, this is quite a small settlement. It does, as the defender, still give you a lot of points to set up defensive positions, though. I don't think that units will be able to get through these rocks and stuff to try and flank you. So if you have a few units and want to stay kind of just protect several points, it's definitely possible. Against this, nah. But, you know... You have a bit of fun with the chariots. Shielded spearmen can go on the right of the front. I'm not sure how much I'd use the alternate version. They just put their shields away and go to attack mode, which I guess is... If you really wanted to charge an enemy, that's fine, but as a very defensive player, I would probably always keep their shields out. Ah, you may fire when ready. You already are. Lovely. Chariots poised. It's a bit of fun, shall we? Let's see how easily we can rout. Whee! Off we go. Blam. Keep going, please. And that was against a unit of spears. We're going up against spears and just absolutely flattening with the chariots. When we hit a solid wall, it might appear different. But if we just go, try and follow through. Chariots are lethal. Let's see what they can do to a hero's morale. I imagine this will get balanced because at the moment, chariots are just unstoppable. Okay, let's try this attack mode. Oh, they don't want to experience attack mode. I'm not surprised. Okay, attack mode. Let's see the charge. Yeah, that's alright. Chariots just kill morale. Absolutely kill morale. I found my new favourite unit in Total War Troy. Chariots only challenge, I think, maybe coming up at some point. Oh, just occupy, I think. Oh, looting and occupying would be nice. Yeah. Why not? So now we control the whole province. A commandment. Increase the happiness in the province. Yeah, let's organise games. And I'll increase the size of our capital. Sparta. So I can either increase my melee defense by 5 or increase my damage by 210. I think I'll go for the heavy weapon. Okay. I've been declared on by Troy. My brother has. Alright. Enter war on side of ally. Oh, wow. I forgot. Yeah, I could actually start colonizing these islands. I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile for me to... Yeah, whatever. Rumour has it that female creatures with a strange reputation inhabit this place. Oh. I can't actually support the amount of shielded spearmen I recruited, so I'll have to give one the boot. And probably my light spear runners too. That's a shame. Can I do any royal decrees to give me some more bronze? Because I could use it. Now we're at war with Troy. Oh my gosh, it would take me forever to actually sail over there, wouldn't it, with Menelaus? Shall we see? I've got 13... no, I've still got... I'm only in turn 13. I think like this area... Wait, is this... Oh no, it is occupied. I thought it was uninhabited for a second. That would have been fun. Fleets will suffer attrition and losses when they're in deep waters. Oh, dearie me. I guess you have to like follow the course of these islands and then eventually like plop yourself over here. Oh wow, this voyage, wow. It really is an odyssey. Ha ha! Oh, I haven't seen this before. That's quite nice that you can choose which gods you go after. Okay. I'll have to look more into that at some other stage. Diomedes. Why would I just give you stuff? I don't know. No, thank you. Okay. So here I was sailing, about to go over to Troy, but no. Crete wants some, I guess. Alright, well, back down we go. I guess the Trinians will live another day. Oh, for pity's sake. Jeez. Well, almost 24 hours have passed. I'm recording this last segment the day after I recorded most of the footage. And it appears my opponent, my enemy, I pretty much sailed past him accidentally. And yeah, they're going to take the city. With this kind of garrison, it's just a cheeky auto, I think. Oh dear. He decided not to take the territory though. Just decided to sack the territory, so then I can just sail on in. Yeah, just a little cheeky attack, and this time I'll occupy his, because I'm not a plonker. Oh, stab, and oh, nice little cheeky stab there too. Yeah, I like the animations after the battle, and again, I love this background. The art style is really nice. Oh wow, they actually have quite a number of territories that I didn't really anticipate. Might be able to do like a cheeky blitz through their territory. I imagine he might have to come back now though. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get far enough into this particular playthrough to really look at what a war against Troy would actually be. So they want me to join their war against Ionia. Oh no. And it seems like the barter system on here... Oh, well, yeah, I'll take that. I've had a lot of instances where my oh, he's just raiding again. Okay, where they just demand like thousands of resources, and they give me nothing in return. I obviously decline those ones. Oh yeah, here we go. They demand all of that, and I get nothing. So I decline. The deities are granting me a blessing. Thank you, Zeus. It's nice of them, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll probably finish up the video with a... Hopefully this will be a siege battle. So I'll just end the turn, wait for our troops to just replenish a tiny bit, and then see what a siege is all about. Wow, this is nice, look at that. Plus 20% missile damage in the hero's army by having prayer to Apollo. Thank you. Oh, trade for gold. Thank you, Mr. Pharaoh. Sure, nice little events like that are very, very welcome. Okay, here we go. My army isn't obviously... We do need a battering ram, or could I just fight the battle and siege the battle? I'm going to wait until I get myself a little couple of battering rams. Yeah, we'll wait one turn and then go for the assault. So hopefully I've shown you what you can expect from Troy in a decent manner. I don't think I've shown off everything, obviously. It's always difficult to do that in one video. Let's go, let's fight the battle. It should be, fingers crossed, an easy win. But we are attacking a city, and I have been looking forward to these city battles. My opponent looks a bit confused as to what's happening. Alrighty, so I'm presuming this is a fairly small city siege, but at least there's city walls. But yeah, the actual city doesn't look like it's the most affluent place, does it? Okay, do we have the peons? We need the peons to take the ram.
Trained and ready. We obey.
Oh, they already are. Okay, well, we'll begin. Oh, balls. I didn't realise I could have attacked from 2 directions. Okay, this is actually quite a large city. Nice. I really like that they've kind of made the defences in the rock face. Would have been easy, I guess, like... I don't know if that would have worked in real life, because you could have just scaled up the mountains and then just kind of jumped in. But for the sake of a Total War game, it looks quite nice. It looks like we have unlimited amount of ladders. Run, peons! Sacrifice yourselves for me, Menelaus, King of Sparta. We will conquer these Cretians. Okay, yeah, the spearmen are definitely going to take some casualties, but they shouldn't be able to cause an overwhelming amount of damage. Ooh, yeah, they're taking a lot of casualties. Who are throwing those? Oh, club warriors. I think this is a bit of a contentious issue in more recent Total War games, that you can just like click and you have ladders up there straight away. Whereas I think in old games you used to have to build those. Off they go. Scaling. Okay, so more of our units are getting up there now. And our battering ram. Oh, I didn't even take a look at that. We've got a spare one though. Let's take a little look at this.
The enemy gates have been destroyed.
Huh. Okay, I kind of like the design on those. Yeah, quite cute. The enemy gates have been destroyed. That didn't take them long, did it? Send in the chariots. I imagine this is a bit of a bug and will be fixed. But certain units don't want to go up the ladders. Yeah, it's a bit buggy. Obviously, early access. But yeah, my sheer amount of troops is causing, well, my opponent to perish pretty quickly now.
Your hero is under attack.
Hero's under attack. Whatever. Yeah, chariots are useless in cities. As should be expected, really. It does seem like most of the city, yeah, the fighting's going to be done there, whereas you need to go right to the back to get to the capture point. So it does give you the ability as the defender to kind of like keep falling back and setting up extra defensive zones, like here and here, and get some like firing points up at the top. Yeah. Ah, there we go. We've got a duel going on again. Menelaus is a bit of a beefy boy. And, okay, as soon as their hero or general begins to rout, it's just like a mass rout. Nice. I lost over 1,000 troops taking that city, though. That's not good. So, one of my impressions of Total War Troy from playing it for a few hours, it's fun. I do like the siege. The siege battle was fun. I like these kind of various trees you could go down. It seems to be reduced slightly from base games. The battles overall feel slightly arcadey, which I think is probably taken from like Warhammer 2. I think the whole blending of mythology and history, this is from getting I was pretty dubious before getting hands-on, but it feels like it's going to work quite well. Overall, I would like to play more. Unfortunately, I'm kind of at the end of my playtime with it, and I've only encountered like a small part of the game overall, really. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of Troy. I do quite like the time setting, and as a Saga title, it might be the most enjoyable one yet. Saying that, before Fall of the Samurai was turned into a Saga title, that you know, I guess like between the three, Fall of the Samurai might still be my favourite at the moment. I need to play a bit more of Troy to really kind of make a final opinion. Of course, I'm playing this on a preview build. There is, you know, still weeks before release, so there could be lots of balance changes, etc. As we're getting on. The interface feels pretty good. Of course, with every new Total War, it takes a bit of time to kind of get used to the new different icons. Yeah, there were some bugs in the battles and things that do need to be resolved, but overall, I have had fun with Troy, and hopefully you want to see more. And if you did like this video, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon. Toodaloo. Many thanks to Onion Duck, Seth Cutter Stoevek, Maximilian Foreman, Wyatt Green, Zachariah Mosby, Tyler Colby, Tad House, Colby Was Taken, Matt Zuv, Vashk, Warren P. George, Dave D.Y. The Don, Valhalla Hulls, Goozy Dibs, Ya Boy, Da Falcon, Ryan Cock, Jake Troku, Jiggly Crotch, Use Beef, Sean Young, and Logan Whaley for being ridiculous Rambler supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too!